Hopefully I can edit these two videos together. If not, no, fuck it, I'll just start all over again. That sucks. Okay, I accidentally bumped the touch screen and then stopped the video. Alright, as we can see, Malachi's working on his engine. Ooh, look, it's all painted and pretty and all that good shit. It's going to be nice, shiny, clean. Everything's going to be just the way it's supposed to be. More importantly, though, and here's where it gets really, the gist of all this is I had to go to the junkyard to get that cylinder head because the cylinder head that I had was a piece of shit. It was cracked all the fuck, and it is now scrap metal. More importantly to our thing here is that the cylinder head, when I pulled it, I figured, hey, I might as well get the thermostat housing because there was something wrong with mine. I think something was broken off into it, like one of the nipples that was supposed to be for a coolant thing or something. I forgot what the fuck. Either way, I did a hack fix. It didn't leak. It didn't care. It was functional. However, I figured, well, hey, I'm here. I'll just buy a new thermostat housing while I'm here. So I ended up picking another thermostat housing. One of the things that, and this is something that I mentioned on the forum, but I don't think anybody listened to. Everybody's switching over to these little half-size Honda radiators. Nothing wrong with that. I got no beef with a Honda radiator in any kind of way. After all, my name ain't Bill, and I'm not a douche. That's you, Bill. We all know you're going to be watching. Anyway, more importantly, as we're going on to this, is that everybody's sitting there. The correct solution is to weld in a bung into the radiator, and that way you can screw in your stock sensor. That will work. I guarantee it. You will love it. Solution number 2 that everybody else seems to find is to either wire up the fan all the time, hook it into a fucking toggle switch, which is just fucking ghetto, or the smart, simplest way would be to cut the wires and splice them together, and then your fan comes on all the time. That will work. However, then your fan's running every time your ignition's in the on position, and you know, sometimes I like to sit there and just be doing other things, and I don't like the extra noise for no fucking reason. So Malachi is about to propose to you a whole nother solution. And this is a correct solution that will basically work just as well as anything else. Now, are you ready for this one? I'm about to drop some fucking brain science on you. Okay, here's the thermostat housing as I got it from the junkyard. This is nothing really wrong with this. Still a little bit dirty and filthy. I'm going to clean it up a little bit, wire brush it all up. Anyway, as we can see, this appears to be the switch for the dash gauge. Okay, let you know what your temperature is on your dash. Now, make sure we're actually still videoing here. Okay, we're about 3 minutes into it. Now, this one I'm not too sure why, and I've never really noticed this before, and somehow I must have missed it. This looks like the stock normal sensor that goes into here. Alright, look at this. If we'll notice, at least on the GSI, and I know the base models also have it on their thermostat housings, there are 2 ports on top. Now, this GSI happened to have 2 sensors in here, and I'm not too sure why it has 2 sensors. I know this one is for the normal coolant temperature for the ECU. I just cut the pigtail for it because I figured, hey, I might as well grab them both. I'm not really going to need them, but, you know, whatever. However, most importantly, you put this one back in right where it was at. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, watch this. Doot, 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 screws right in. However, here is where it gets tricky. Now, most cars usually have a little bung in here. There's usually a little hex plug in there, and then you do that. Now, this one came with this in here, and you screw the little sensor in. However, what you may not realize is that you can take your stock sensor switch, or the stock switch for your radiator, okay, your radiator fan, a stock Isuzu one, and it screws right into your frickin' thermostat housing. Can you dig it? Screwing it in one-handed because, well, I'm by myself here. And ta-da! It is that fucking simple. So, now, truthfully, the temperatures in your thermostat housing are going to be a little bit hotter than in your radiator, so it's going to prematurely turn on your fan a little bit, but not that bad, I don't think. and it's worth experimenting with, and it's a correct solution that does not require you welding, modifying. You might have to extend the wiring harness a little bit, coming from the front of your car to the new location, but it could be just a matter of opening up the loom a little bit, pulling it apart, and then covering up the wire with some fresh loom. So I hope somebody has fucking learned something from me today, and that being it. So peace out, bitches. It's a beautiful day here up in the D. Look at this. This is gorgeous, gorgeous weather. Anyway, peace out.